Hello everybody, continuing with my Distance Learning 2020 Polynomial series. This video is about multiplying polynomials and using the three special products. Here we go. So we're doing more multiplication basically. Let's start with example 1. Find the product here. Is that a product? What the heck is that? What this is, it's 2x plus 5 times 2x plus 5. Oh, I can do that. That's FOIL, right? That is correct. You can do FOIL for these, right? But what happens is this comes up a lot. And there's like, when you get used to it, you can go bang and say the answer straight away. Because what it is, we say it's like this. It's a plus b all squared. If we did FOIL on that, a plus b times a plus b, we get this. FOIL first, a times a. Outer, a times b. Inner, b times a, which is a times b, right? Commutative property. Plus L in FOIL, last, b times b. B squared. This simplifies to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And this is our first of what we call our special products. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And what we do, hopefully you can, after a while you get used to these, you can memorize that. A plus b all squared. So if you ever saw 3 plus 1 all squared, that is not 3 squared plus 1 squared. That is not right. I think my class was asking me something like that recently. That doesn't work. What you have to do is use this formula here. Alright, so you can do FOIL on that if you like, but just watch me apply this. So this is like a is 2x and b is 5, and I'm imagining the answer is going to be this. Alright, so it's going to be, the answer is going to be a squared plus 2 times a times b plus b squared. Alright, can you see that? I've gone from here to here. That's the same as me going from here to here. And then one more step to tidy this up. 2x squared is, remember that's 2x all squared. Using our exponent rule, that's 2 squared times x squared, which is 4x squared. 4x squared plus 2 times 2x times 5. 2 times 2 is 4, 5 is 20x plus 25, and that is the answer, okay? If you did FOIL, that's what you should have gotten. But when you get good at this, you can just go from here, bang, to there, and you'll get used to doing it. Alright, so that is actually the first one. We have special products. The second one, what happens when there's a minus in there? Well, if there's a minus there, minus, we get this happening. So in the so the first is the same, and the last is the same because you get minus b times minus b gives plus b squared. But the inside ones, we get outer a times minus b, we get a minus there, and inner we get minus b times a, which is minus b as well, and we get a minus 2b squared. So the second special product is, let me just rewrite that. A minus b all squared. It's the same except this turns to minus a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. All right, and again, hopefully you can memorize that one. If you remember the first one, the second one's pretty close to it. Let's do it. So a minus b, so a here is 3x. B here is y. B is plus y, it's not minus y. The formula takes care of the minus for you. So it's a squared, 3x squared, minus 2 times a times b plus b squared. Simplifying that out, remember the 3 gets squared as well. 9x squared, 2 3s are 6xy plus y squared. Okay, and that is the answer for B. So they are our first two special products. Remember, you can use FOIL for this if you like. This is 3x minus y, in brackets, times 3x minus y again. You can use FOIL, but if you use this, you will actually get faster than FOIL. Okay, you'll be able to do this in one step, bang, when you get good at it. See, this is our next special product. There's another one. When we have this format, so we've got a plus b times a minus b. Let's do it. Let's use FOIL, see what happens. First, a times a. Outer, a times minus b, minus ab. Inner, b times a. Get a positive. And last, plus b times minus b is minus b squared. And look what happens. We get minus 1ab plus 1ab. These two kill each other off, and we're left with a squared minus b squared, which is our third special product. A plus b times a minus b equals a squared minus b squared. They are our three special products. Let me put a little green box around those. Little magical green boxes. So these are our special products, these three here, okay? That is them. You want to be able to memorize those. You will after a while. You just get really good at doing the same types of problems, and you just be able to do everything in one step. So C, what about here? Here we have a plus b times a minus b. Here a is r and b is 3. So it's going to be a squared minus b squared, which is r squared minus 9. Okay, that's the answer there. Again, once you get good, you can just do that in one step. Bang. D. I might get you to do this one. D. D is going to look like, what's going to be the answer for D? I'll let you do it. Do D using that special product, okay? And write your answer in the comments. This question here, it's not going to end up in any quizzes or chapter tests, by the way. But it's just kind of interesting. How could you use the special product to evaluate 18 times 22? If you know the special products and you've got a really good thinking cap, you could probably do this in your head without a calculator or without pencil and paper. So mentally, if I was thinking, let's just say I'm dreaming this in my mind here, how could I do 18 times 22? You could think of it as, well, how can I write that as one of these special products? Which one would it be? Like that, or like that, or like that? You can think of it as the last one. You can think of 18 as, oh, it's 20 minus 2. And you could think of 22 as 20 plus 2. And this becomes this stuff here. Oh, that's going to be all right. So 20 squared minus 2 squared. A minus b times a plus b becomes a squared minus b squared. Can you do that in your head? Hopefully you can. 20 squared is 400. 2 squared is 4, which will give you 396. Right, so that might help you be able to do more multiplications in your head. What about this one, 31? What's another way you can think of 31 as? So here's my little dream bubble here. You're doing this inside your head. 31, you could think of it as 30 plus 1 all squared. Now remember, this is not 30 squared plus 1 squared. That is not right. Okay, whenever you see that, you've got to use one of the special products. And we're going to be using the first one. So here we're thinking a is 30, b is 1. So it's a squared plus 2 times a times b. 2 times 30 times 1 is 2 times 30, I'll just write it out, plus b squared, which is 1 squared. In your head, what's that? 900. This one's a little harder because you've got to add 3 things together. 2 times 30 times 1 is 60 plus 1, which is 961. Could you have done that in your head? Maybe. Hope so. All right, everybody, and that is the end of 9.3.